How are you on this fine day? I am Brad and welcome back to a new episode of the Budget Adventure Show. Glad you come and checked out the channel. Coming up on this episode, we're going to head up into the nearby hills and check out pine plantation. We'll see if we can find some big rocks, and I'm hoping we're going to find a body of water to camp on. But until we get there, I hope you enjoyed the ride. Again, thanks for watching, and let's get on to it. So I've just come off this little road here. Try and sneak the bike into here. Oh, some holes. There's some holes. About there, I reckon. Well, the only other problem we got is finding somewhere to park it. Oh, knew that was coming. Where the bloody thing's not going to disappear on us. Well, we are. The steed's going to stay there. I've been meaning to get some sort of foot or something in one of the panniers that I can put down to stop that kickstand from sinking, because that's the second time that's caused me issues in as many weeks. But as you can see, she's not loaded up as much as it is over winter. Now that it's got a bit warmer, we're going to the tent in that waterproof bag. All the sleeping gear's in that one bag. Pillow, or self-inflating pillow, sleeping bag, all that stuff's in there. But just snuck into one of these little logging tracks in here where the fella buncher and that's come through, and the timberjack and cut down a couple of rows of pines to allow access. They do this every couple hundred metres or so, just to make the runs when they do their first thinning of the pines. So unfortunately, because of that, we got some holes. We got some holes everywhere. They must have done it during winter when she was soft in here, because it's she's pretty holy. Finding somewhere to pitch a tent's going to be fun. But one of the main reasons I sort of just come in here, I've got that afternoon sun because I'm about to get out of this riding gear, and this edge of the pines here comes onto the Mount Pilot National Park. So luckily for me, there's been some termites in here cutting up wood. Now, I'm not going to burn all those big logs, but there is a lot of smaller stuff here I can burn. So that's going on my fire tonight for some tea. But before I do anything else, I'm going to get out of these riding pants, but I'll give you a quick look. Trying to find something that's not motocross gear. What are these? These are Fast House. Well, they're a $200 pair of pants off the MX store. Trying to find something white or a light colour is a pain in the ass, a real pain in the ass. I've already got this, which is half black, but it's only a motocross Guernsey. Same with the pants I've got. They're not. I may as well be wearing singlet and shorts. So, want something that had a bit of abrasion protection. This probably isn't it, but it's better than shorts. So, they got some pads on the hips. Some thicker stuff there, and then some feel like leather or faux leather on the back of the calves, not into the groin, which is why I'm sweating profusely now. So it's just a shame. I don't want black riding gear, but that's all people sell, and even the camouflage ones here is still the rest of it's black. So what can you do? Oh, that's so much better. Yeah. So we'll get some stuff off this bike. Dropping things on the ground, always put them in the same spot so you know, or hopefully you see it before you lose it. So as I said before, picked up this 40 litre waterproof duffel bag. It's just an eBay job. I think it cost me $40, but being able to put my tent, all my sleeping gear is now in that, and that's probably 10 kilos. So we'll get to that a bit later. What else have we got? Some water, camera and bag. We'll sit this over. In the shade of the tree somewhere. I suppose I'll show you the bike. Set that over there, out of the way. Put our helmet away so it's not wet in the morning. If you've never visited the pine forest before, it's quite eerie. I wasn't expecting to be this wet in here, which is probably a good thing. It's not a layer of pine needles, so if the ground being as wet as it is, hopefully that means a fire won't get away. We're going to be safe with that. But just the wind. Just the way the sound of the wind moving through the pine needles up in the canopy. It's It's a unique sound. That and the blowflies. There's plenty of blowies around. I haven't seen a mosquito yet, so hopefully that's all we see. Just some blowies. Recently looking for one of these double-walled insulating drink bottles for work. Your Dometic or your BCF and all the ones in there, Anaconda, you're paying $50-60 for. These ones are in Bunnings. It's a 1.5 litre, and I use it at work. By the time you finish that litre and a half, it's not hot. Sometimes I even have it at the end of the day when I'm coming home from work too, if there's some water left in there. So that's and it's only, I think it's $15 from Bunnings. So good little money saver there. Luckily, there's more timber laying around here than some things I probably shouldn't say, so I'm not going to. It was going to involve a priest in Sunday school, but we won't go there. So I've just moved the bike out from the pines back onto this track here. I couldn't find anywhere near the bike to pitch the tent, and a bit more room out here, and this saves having to cart all the firewood into there, because as most know, burning pine is like burning tissue paper. It's good for about 5 minutes and then she loses its heat, so I'll get that there. Where is my fire starter? There's half of it, there's the other half. Plus the wind's blowing a better direction here too, so. Not better for the camera, better for the camera. That's just how much it's drying out. That's pretty much going now. I'm going to keep into it so it stays going, but that's how quick the bush can dry out. ground sheet out. This is just a cheap eBay ground sheet. I think it's 2 metres by 1.5 or something. Nothing spectacular. The main reason I want this, not so much to have under the tent, but just have this little bit of covering coming out to the vestibule in the front of the tent that I can stand on, take my boots off, whatever else. So. Alright. Here we are, tent. This is it's a Denali Kakadu 2, something I picked up just before the end of the financial year when Anaconda had a sale on, and ow, the stick under that. For the ease of signing up, I think it was $1.99 or $2.99. I think I got it for 150 bucks. So whether it's BCF, Anaconda, super cheap, it's worth just signing up with them, getting your card, because the member benefits just are amazing sometimes. Through about halfway. I might just get that to stand up if it will. It will, so that's good. Just helps to align everything in a minute when we go to lock our poles in. That's it, come on breeze, come back. It stopped before and it got really warm. Started to get a bit of sweat on the brow. Nymph, it's alright, not a mozzie, it's a nymph. Just as annoying, but at least they don't bite. They'll go in there, so we just cross these over. That one goes in that hole there. Swap them over. That one there comes over to here. This is why I prefer a swag. Just roll it out and you're done. So, that's it. Do have some clips either end to clip onto our poles. Same at this end. Now this isn't the, obviously not the 5-second tent that I had on the Mount Buffalo and Kiwa Valley trip. As quick and easy as that tent is, its fly screen has holes massive. It would let mosquitoes and everything else in, so not that I was expecting them, but I thought just in case. That's not going to work, is it? Might start at a corner and go around. Just going to zip the bottom up and not the whole lot, because these nymphs are going to be a pain in the ass. All this extra stuff, throw it in the bottom corner. What do we need next? Next will be our Alton Goods inflatable mattress. Now this is the older slimline, well the older single one. They've now got a few different sizes. So this one I have a couple of occasions I've slid off or parts of the body have fallen off it overnight, so I'm not going to worry about the fitted sheet because I normally use that just when it's really hot. And it's just great that it comes with this self-pump system in the bag. Makes for inflating it a lot easier, and which I think I touched on during the Kiwa Valley trip. So it normally needs about 3 to 4 good pumps with the bag. These nymphs are going to get in here. Sounds like the arse is getting blown out of the bag, but it's not. That's 2. Go for it. Get the bag nice and full. Now sometimes pumping it right up to its firm it's too far. I've many times pumped it up and ended up letting it down again, just to have a little bit of a bounciness to it. You're still not touching the ground, but you're going to go for it and go for one more. Go for it. Connect 4. So that's 3 and a bit. So plug out. It's got a self-locking bung on the end. Let a little bit out. Make sure that plug is in, because there's been at least once in the past where I've had to get up during the night and haven't gone for the bag, and just to get some more air into it. So that's the last. This is the what is it? It's a Black Wolf Rubicon 300 sleeping bag. It's rated to -10 now. One of the last trips I done that I didn't record, didn't film, was back up to Buffalo River in the King Valley, and it dropped down to about 3 degrees overnight, and me being me, went to bed starkers, and I froze my ass off. I had to get up during the night and put some clothes back on. Now that tells me it's not -10. Again, Anaconda end of financial year sale. I think it was a $200 sleeping bag. I think it was down to $80, $90 with club membership. So again, that might tell you something about the quality of the bag. If they're willing to sell it for $80 and its RRP is $190 or $200, maybe it's not as good a sleeping bag. But Black Wolf's supposed to be good gear, from what I've heard anyway. But then we've got a Mountain Designs self-inflating pillow, which also furry. I'll just leave that, let it self-inflate. It has got some padding in it, so once it inflates, but again, nice smooth design to lay on, not plastic, and not flannel or anything, so you're not going to sweat laying on it. So that's that. I do need this one for personal reasons, which I do have to blow up. And then let down a little bit, get that. Throw them in there. That's that. I do have the Elkwoods freebie free tarp in there as well, just because of something I might show you in the morning if it becomes an issue. But if not, that's all in there. Zip him back up, can't wait until the nights get above 10 degrees so we can go back to the hammock, because it'd be so much easier, so much quicker than setting all this stuff up. You'd have the hammock, ridge line, the tarp, fold the tarp over it, and then just, yeah, bit of a sheet or a pillow and me light sleeping bag. It'd pretty much get away the need for that entire bag on the bike, which would make it a lot lighter. But yeah, the Denali Kakadu 2. Tonight we're going to keep on going with the grill theme for one more trip anyway, just because weather permits it. We haven't got to total fire bans yet, so we can still have a fire. I want to pull out the Alton grill one more time. So we'll get our hooks on. You might be wondering why I've set the top of that fire pole so far away from the fire, and that is so I can slide the grill on and off the heat as needed, or like now as I'm setting up. Oh, smoke doesn't help though. Such a tiny grill. I should have bought me the other one, but anyway. That won't fly. But I shouldn't. I'll leave that over hard against there. Over here. Oh yeah, table. There's our bag of tricks. Bag of tricks over here. So bring out our cutting board, and we need a knife. First job, I'll even say a little bit. We're doing you describe it probably close to like a Philly cheesesteak roll, but not in Philadelphia, of course. So we've got a bakery roll here from Coles. These things are like, go away nymphs, please. These things are like muffins when they're done. So we're normally you'd dice your steak, dice your cheese and whatever you're putting with it, and add to it. But because this roll's so dense, we're just going to put it all on whole, and then there we go. And then I'll cut the roll into slices. So we'll probably get this grill on. Get away! Oh. They don't bite, but they're just creepy crawly. So we're going to grill our rolls to start with. We're going to throw our capsicums on, and we'll get them nice and black first before we go any further. Bit of red, bit of green. We just want a nice char on them. So, oop, don't go too far. Don't go too hot. Let them char up nicely and get them off and get the steak on. I swear this is the last test for these Alton Goods titanium tongs, because they can't grip shit. Obviously not real charred there, but the underside's the wet side, so top should char up real nicely here now. They're done. So nice char on them. We're going to chopping board and let them cool down a little bit. Come on. You do some good stuff, Alton Goods, but your tongs are hopeless. So steak out. It's being as messy as we can. Come on. It's going to be a pain in the ass. Oh, that smell. That's, fuck off, nymphs. That smell of roasted capsicum is just oozing through camp. So, get that on there and go away. We'll try and get this cooked before the nymphs take over. Go on. Shouldn't be so hard to open, but then I suppose it'd come open. A little bit of salt to the bottom end of it. A little bit of pepper to the bottom end of it as well. And that'll be done very, very shortly. Alright, while that's finishing up, we're going to slice our capsicum. Oh yeah. Oh, nothing better than char grill capsicum. Oh, god damn it. So, grab our bread roll back out again. I had to hide it back in the bag because the nymphs steak's not the only protein I'm eating tonight. So see how we go here. That's really warm. Ow. Don't lose it. Don't lose it. Come here. Oh. Winning. So look at that. That steak is in there. Oh. God, they make it hard, I swear. But again, we're eating some protein tonight, so we'll get in our chopping board, get off my hand. That cheese is just oozing out. They're on my face now. Get out! Get out! Get out! Get out! Get out! Get out! Get away! Get away! It's mine. Oh yeah. Go away! Go away! That steak's perfect. Oh. Trying times here in the budget kitchen. Go away. Well, that was a cracking feed. Unfortunately, I thought once the sun went down, that was probably one of them. I thought maybe once the sun went down the nymphs would have disappeared, but unfortunately I'm blessed by the bush fairies. Oh no, I've sat down for 5 minutes, just shut up and go away. So that was a delicious piece of meat. It's a $6 steak from Coles. That bit of cheese and just that roast capsicum on top of it just sealed the deal. If you think there's water in this, you're sorely mistaken. It's a good bit of Dubliner honey whiskey, 1 litre bottle, 30%. Exceptional. Oh, these things are going to make me go crazy. So it's probably a good thing we're going to turn the camera off now. We get the fire, the sun's dropped below the hill. I'm not eating in the dark, even though I'm eating with the darkie bugs. What? Okay, maybe I wish
if they're flies, it wouldn't be a matter. It's just swipe, whatever. I can live with flies, but they just... Look at them. Look at them just around the hat. Top side and both sides of the hat. Oh, get off. Go away. Just getting covered in them. And the problem is, if they're still on me when I go to bed, they're going to be in the tent with me. So as soon as I turn the light on, they're going to hover and give me the absolute shits in bed as well. Because although we're right on dark, what is it? 7:30 for those playing at home. These last few trips I've been doing on the Friday night, which works out perfect for me, but because I get up at 12:30, just after midnight for the, in the morning, by now I've been up 18 hours, so 18, 6. Yeah, about 17, 18 hours, so that's why I can't wait until 8, 9 o'clock to cook the feed, because by 8, 9 o'clock I'm well, it's the same as if you stayed up until midnight. That's the pain. I'm going to sit here and go slowly insane. I'll see you in the morning. Come on, fly. Chase them away. Ah! Ah! Wakey, wakey. Marvellous, bloody ripper. Oh. Just like I used to do it back in the army days. Everything old is new again, it would appear. Or nostalgia. Probably both. Sure that's cool. And it's not, so. So definitely need that wider air mattress. It's a couple of times there I found myself sliding off it. It just doesn't help when it's the same width as the body. If you're a solid sleeper and sleep like a log, or maybe if your sleeping bag's big enough you can put it inside the sleeping bag, you might be right. Might give you a bit of insulation as well, but that's supposed to be an insulated sleeping mat, so and that -10 sleeping bag again this morning while I was awake at second time I woke up at 4 o'clock when if the sound come through on the video you would have seen it already, the the croaking during the night. That was a possum coming in, which I should have expected it, but didn't, and I threw, there was a bit of the crust from that bread last night thrown over the side there, so I reckon he come in and got that. Spent half an hour and he making a noise and a racket, and then luckily went again. I was able to get back to sleep for an hour, but it's getting harder and harder to get a good night, any type of sleep while camping. It's not a comfort issue, it's just, I think as I said last night cooking tea, it's when you go to bed at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, you're up at midnight, it's your body gets used to it. Normally on the weekend you're up at 4 or 5 o'clock again on a Sunday morning, just so you can so you're tired enough to go to sleep at 4 o'clock Sunday arvo. I'll say it's a way to live. I won't say it's a bad way to live, I won't say it's a good way to live. It's what we've got to do for work, I suppose. but it does allow me to get away early on a Friday arvo and get into spots like this without anyone else. Lets me get into spots like Lake Hume and that without anyone else for the most part until about 5 o'clock in the arvo when everyone else is knocked off work and they decide to come out and park beside you. So you can't win. We're going back to back here with scrambled eggs again, but as it was as I mentioned in the last trip, this time I want to put a little bit of green to it. So bit of oil from our pantry. So we got some spinach, got our egg mix already made up. Just a container here with our tomato, onion, bacon. Sizzle, sizzle. Might just wait on that for a minute. Throw a little bit of pepper in there. I'm glad it's so tight, because that way it's not going to come loose while I'm riding it. Yeah, it's tight. Those onions are starting to look pretty good now. Throw our spinach in. Probably not all of it. I probably went a bit overboard here, but anyway, it'll cook down a bit. Save some for back home. Oh. Yeah, I just checked the weatherman and she got down to 3.5 degrees this morning, which was lower than was expected, so I probably wouldn't use that Black Wolf -10 sleeping bag unless it was over 0, that's for sure. Alright, that's cooked through there good now. I'm just going to pull it back off the heat a little bit, just so these eggs don't cook too quickly to the one side. Now again, like before, I just got a couple of eggs, some milk, a little bit of curry powder and some chives in our mix here. And like always, most of the curry powder stays on the bottom of the container. I'll just about do that. Because of the all the tomato and spinach in there, plus the bacon was frozen, they're going to be a little bit gooey, but that, I reckon that turned out pretty good. And I know it's a bit of same old, but it's just so easy to do. And I know what someone will say, you've been using that spoon all the time stirring raw egg. I gave it a clean in some hot water before eating. Yum yum. Rightio, so we've put the fire out, packed up camp. Quick one for the wet ground sheet and/or fly. Now, there was a bit of condensation on the fly. You don't want to wrap that wet stuff up with your tent. I've just gone into Kmart, have some really cheap and yes, low quality dry bags, but for $5, I just anything wet, wrap up in the dry bag and put in the pannier and hang it on the line, on the clothesline when I get home. Hopefully this starts. The fuck? Uh-oh. What the hell's it doing that for? Oh no. Don't tell me I've done a battery. Oh. That is not what I wanted. Not what I wanted at all. Movie magic aside, I just had it running. I've had it idling for 5 minutes to warm up. Damn it. Oh, so we got issues. So I had to phone a friend. We've still got battery problems. I've just been pushing her up and down this road. A quarter of a ton of motorbike. Pushing it is not fun. Not fun. So gone back a couple of times. It's twice I've got the fire and start, but it'll just rev and then cut straight out again, and then nothing at the ignition. So I've had to phone a friend on this one. They're going to come out. Luckily I'm not too far into the bush, so it shouldn't be too long. Try and jump start it. If that doesn't work, we might be able to get it to start, but whether it'll keep on running, I'm not real familiar with fuel injection, so I've got a sneaky suspicion she's going to be stashed in the woods while I do a run to town to get a new battery. So, the joys of it all. The one thing that can go wrong, went wrong. So, rescue car, I've had to come back up with the whiff and just stay there. So, went in a little battery shop after the dealer, after another motorbike shop in town didn't have a battery, the correct size battery. I had to go to a local battery shop. So, just a generic. I do like the fact that you got the terminals either side though, so obviously even more generic, fit any application. They tested the battery when I was there, and yeah, she must have dropped a cell or something. So that first start I got out of it, I need the lights on. The first start I got out of it must have been its swan song, because it did not want to go. After that, checking on the Denali Australia Facebook group I'm on, they reckon you can roll start them, but yeah, if your battery's not going to hold a charge, and it's not much point. So I'll know that for next time. support vehicle come out with the battery jumper leads. We jumped it, got it started, fired straight away. The jumper lead's on, but as soon as the battery lead come off, the bike cut out straight away. So anyway, I'll keep doing this. I'll be back in a tick.
So here we are. This is what was supposed to happen at 8:30 this morning. Now 1:30. Oh. It's alright, I'll get it. Water bowl for the dog. Oh well, you get that on big jobs. I was just lucky again to break the behind the scenes stuff. It is the Melbourne Cup long weekend I'm filming this on, so the fact that I was able to get on anyone at home and them not be away for the weekend was a plus. So she's going again. The reason I didn't wire some of those accessories on my phone charger and that, this will be the last trip for the year on the bike, film wise anyway, and I'll probably I don't know if I'll be riding it that often. I might ride to work once a week or something, just keep the battery topped up, but I'll probably get home and just take this new battery straight out of it. So let's go up here. Alright, so there's probably not much left to talk about. Bit of a shock end for this trip anyway. Fingers crossed that's that's not going to happen for another 4 or 5 years, although that newer, better quality battery, getting 4 years out of original manufacturer's battery, even in cars, 4-wheel drives and that, is pretty special. You don't normally get that all the time. So that's probably going to do us for this trip. Good way to end it, but we're going to end it nonetheless. Luckily the bike is coming home and not being left out in the bush for the weekend. It could have got a lot worse, could have gone a lot worse. So anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope you've maybe learned something. Go out and cook yourself a nice steak sanger. But in the meantime, if you did like it, I'd love for you to hit that like button and maybe just hit the subscribe button as well. You don't have to watch my videos the first day they come out, whenever you get time, or just subscribe to it anyway. But I've been Brad for the Budget Adventure Show, and yeah, we'll see where the path takes us on the next episode. See you guys.